Welcome to Lesson 2, Multiple Right Triangles. So we're going to continue our work with multiple triangles, but now we'll look at some more problems. So example 1. From the top of a 23-meter high building, a surveyor measured the angle of elevation to the top of another building, which is this angle here, and the angle of depression to the base of the building, which is this angle here. Determine the height of the taller building to the nearest tenth of a meter. Now we also know the height of the shorter building, 23 meters. I'm going to put that over here. Now what we can do to find the height of the taller building is find this distance here and add that and 23 together. Now if I look at the upper triangle, all we have is an angle measurement. So what we're going to do is use the bottom triangle to find this distance here, which I'll call x. And then once we have x, we can find this side, which I'll call y. So let's start by looking for x. The 23 meters is across from the 27 degrees, so that makes it the opposite side. And x is the adjacent side. That means we're going to use tan. Tan of 27 equals 23 over x. Now we need to cross multiply. And then we need to divide both sides by tan 27. And dividing 23 by tan 27 on the calculator gives me an answer of 45.1. So now, looking at the upper triangle, I see that the y is opposite 31 degrees and x is adjacent. So again, I'm going to use tan. Tan of 31 degrees equals y over the x value that I just found, 45.1. Now cross multiplying, I got to multiply 45.1 by tan 31. And when I do that, I get a value of 27.1. So now let's add our two values together to find the height of the building. I'm adding 23 and 27.1 together for a total of 50.1 meters. Now for example 2. From a boat on the water, Sam was able to measure the angle of elevation to the bottom of the lighthouse to be 39 degrees, this angle here, and to the top of the lighthouse to be 46 degrees. Now if he is 125 meters from a point directly under the lighthouse, how tall is the lighthouse? So we're looking for this distance here. So now in order to do this, we're going to use the smaller right triangle to first calculate this distance here, which we can call x. Then we can use the larger triangle to calculate this distance here, which we'll call y. And then the lighthouse will be found by subtracting x from y. So let's start by finding x. The x value is across from the angle, so that's the opposite, and 125 is adjacent, so again we're going to use tan. Tan of 39 equals opposite over adjacent. Cross multiplying here, multiply these two values together on my calculator to give me 101.2. Now I'm going to do a similar setup to find y. Again, I got to use tan. Tan 46 equals opposite over adjacent. So this time I'm going to multiply 125 by tan 46. And now I get a value of 129.4. So now the lighthouse is going to be the difference in these two values. So 129.4 minus 101.2 gives me 28.2 meters.